What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been like 3 years since we posted something, but we're going to try to start getting some new content out for you guys and stuff. I know a lot of you guys want to see what the heck we're up to. I know possibly a lot of you guys don't even know that this guy sold his car, because we get messages all the time, where's Plan B at? So,
yeah.
A bunch of random stuff.
Sold that car almost 3 years ago.
I think the last race we did with that car was Outlaw Armageddon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's been...
Well, we got some new people here today.
That's me.
You two.
That's him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're new.
I'm Mike Henson. Of course, everybody knows. This is my oldest son, Jacob. My youngest son, Josh, over there. Jacob has been campaigning and driving a 2003 Ford Lightning that we built here at the shop. Josh has a 2003 Ford Cobra. They're both twin-turbo vehicles. We've been having a lot of fun with those things and getting away from Plan B and all the hustle and bustle has really been a godsend for me. I enjoy helping these guys. We've had a really good time. It's fun to watch them grow and learn things that I've been doing for 30 plus years.
Okay, so who's faster? You just introduced the cars, didn't even tell anybody who's faster.
Well, I'm still faster.
Oh.
I'm faster than
That
you.
Dodge Dually? That Dodge Dually's faster than us?
It could be.
It could be.
Be careful.
All right, well, I'm the faster older brother, like you said. I'm Jacob.
No, not yet.
But
This is the part I love about it.
I'm definitely faster. But we'll see what happens. Roll the video. But no, honestly, he's been faster. You've been how fast now?
Went 940s at low 140.
And I've been a 960 at low 140 as well. Just hopefully going to get those times down a little bit. Josh, we just ordered a meth injection kit for his car and going to work on some front shocks to get him running hopefully a lot deeper into the nines. And then my truck, well, you'll see that mess here in a little bit. We've been building a motor for it and had a little hiccup, but motor's good and everything like that. We're going to get the truck ready hopefully in the next couple weeks, so stay tuned for that. The big thing that everybody wants to see, or really that we did the last couple weekends, was King of the Open Road.
Yeah, that's a cool race. That's a fun deal. I enjoy doing that. After watching everybody run, Drag Week, Rocky Mountain Race Week, all these other drag and drive events.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can use that term or not. There's been some argument about that lately.
Well, we're not here to be politically correct, sir.
Okay, well, all right then. Anyway, we've been doing some of those events locally with the King of the Road thing. Like you said, Jarrett Holt puts that deal on, and well, I've had a blast.
It's our favorite event.
It's been fun for us.
Yeah, it's absolutely, I feel like, our favorite event. First off, it's kind of, if I had to really say what that kind of event is, it's more of like, it's like Drag Week, but kind of a miniature Drag Week. But it's also a car, I don't even know what to call it. It's a car show, it's a miniature Drag Week, it's 200 miles cruising. It still puts wear and tear on the vehicles.
Yeah, not any car can just go 200 miles cruising.
Absolutely, yeah. So it really, honestly, weeds
and then
out.
race afterwards. So it's really a test for the car and the driver. Because the last time we went, it was like 1 gazillion degrees outside.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I was going to die when I got back, but I wasn't even in a race car. I was following in my truck, just watching everybody else, and it was still hot, but we had a great time.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that was my last event, was the one in November of last year. And then we realized that we put too big of turbos on my truck, and now we're kind of fighting that deal.
Yeah,
but
we were fighting that, some reversion and some back pressure issues and a few other things, but I think we've got it lined out.
we definitely got it lined out after driving it the other day. But
Yeah.
definitely. But Josh, he actually got to race. I was kind of upset because I didn't get my truck done in time, but he actually got to race this weekend, or 2 weekends ago, at King of the Open Road in the 10-0 class, and that's actually an event he won in November last year, and he actually had a pretty good start this year, and hopefully he can move up in class a little bit, but that's what he's been running. All right, so now we're going to segue into the next part of the video. Basically, I'm going to show you guys, some of the prep that we did to get ready, mainly on my truck, because unfortunately that thing was in shambles, completely torn apart. Yeah. And then Josh's car, just kind of the stuff he had to do to get ready for the race, which is
maintenance.
Maintenance.
Regular-
Yeah, that's the nice
regular
thing about a
maintenance.
street car. Tires. He put a new set of
change the oil,
seats.
Yeah.
check the air in the tires,
We got a set of seats from
good to go.
Summit.
get you a new black ice air
Got,
freshener.
got my speakers going.
Yeah.
Bumping.
Running good. Oh yeah.
Yeah, so we obviously we have speakers and everything. We like to bump our kicker stuff. So, but other than that, let's get going on that stuff. Show you guys basically what we've been doing, prepping, getting ready for this race, and some racing footage. On Wednesday, I came over to help on the truck, and my dad had already assembled the short block. It consisted of a new to us stock block that we put liners in, a new set of billet Manley rods, a Cobra Jet crankshaft, and a custom set of pistons with some total seal rings. Not only is this going to be a lot more reliable than the old short block, it should provide us with much more power as well, since we raised the compression from 8.5 to 1 to 10.5 to 1. The biggest upgrade we made on the truck was the heads. We made over 1,000 horsepower to the tires with the stock PI head, but we were really left wanting more. Since we upgraded from a set of 58mm to 64mm precision turbos, the stock heads were having trouble consuming the increased air volume. That began to cause the turbos to surge from back pressure. Not only did we want more power, we wanted a more reliable set of heads. These Trickflow twisted wedge heads are going to help us achieve that due to the increased deck thickness over the stock head. These come with a 44cc chamber that are ported out of the box by total engine airflow. We will be doing a breakdown on these in the next video to tell you how we like them. We also got a set of modular head shop stage 5 turbo cams that come double pinned so we don't shear the keyway on the camshaft. We went ahead and finished assembling the heads and got them ready to bolt onto the short block. We hadn't received my head gaskets yet, so I went ahead and pulled all the pulleys off the front of the motor, got everything ready to assemble the day after. I'll be honest, this is the motor put together on Thursday, and I didn't film much of that because if you've ever worked on a mod motor, you understand the voodoo magic that goes on in these things. I mean, 2 cams, really? At this point, the motor was pretty much ready to stab in the truck. I just had to throw the rear cover on it. And I was just sitting here looking at it, and damn, is she pretty. What I wasn't admiring was the big pile of junk sitting in the back of my truck. We had a long day ahead of us if we were going to get this thing running. Now, I'm not throwing anybody under the bus, so don't even start that crap. Atomizer makes an amazing injector, but unfortunately I think these might have been just a little bit too big for that puny 5.4 I was sticking them in. And to be honest with you, that's my fault. I thought I was a lot cooler than I really was. At this point, it was way late in the afternoon, so we decided to ditch the efforts on my truck and just take Joshy and Ryan's car down to the racetrack for some testing on Friday night. Josh and Ryan both got the cars unloaded and decided to put a little heat in them before they ran. Even though Josh only had a 10.0 tune-up in his car, you should have heard him talking all high and mighty. Josh has never been scared of a little grudge race, but I think he may have bit off a little more than he can chew by racing Ryan for his first test pass of the night. Bro's 2/10 off a 10.0. He's confident, boy. Josh was obviously having fun after his run, but the 1020 that he ran wasn't going to do him much good in the 10.0 class for King of the Open Road. So Dad put a little bit more power in the car and sent him up to the lanes for one more test pass. Josh was excited to line up against a local street racer, Cody Hoffman, in the LSSS Turbo Silverado.
Big baby.
And I don't mean maybe.
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good.
Oh, good.
Damn, I just got double bowl, boy. Oh, no, I didn't.
It's all you, baby.
All right, yeah.
Boy, DC, if you don't bring that ass back here again, boy.
Now this time Josh was super happy since he outran Cody Hoffman to the quarter mile, and once I saw him ripping that Burromax like a little kid, I damn sure wasn't about to ruin his mood by telling him that Cody Hoffman only runs 8th mile. However, Josh still needed a 10th of ET, so Dad wicked it up a little bit more on the starting line. We packed up for the night and ate some burgers that Mama grilled up. My man is eating chip dip with a burger patty. He can't be contained. Okay, so the first night of testing on Friday night went pretty good. It was not a part of the event, but they opened up the track for us to go make some licks. Joshy, unfortunately, was about 2/10 slower than he should have been that night, but we knew what we need to do to get it, wicked up enough to get it to a 10-0. I mean, we have to take a lot of power out his race car to get it to,
We just took out way too much.
We took out way too much, but hey, we have a hard time taking way too much out of his car on those.
We do.
Ran about 2/10 slower than he needed to, but realistically, we can easily wick it up and get him back to a 10-0.
Jacob decided to sleep in the next morning and miss the cruise, which I don't blame him. I'd do the same if my crap wasn't running either. However, he showed up just in time to get both cars ready and film the first day of racing.
Alrighty, Josh, we wicked it up. What happened?
Alright, so for day 2 qualifying, ended up going too fast, went 993, so broke out and didn't get a time. After that, ended up knocking the tires off, and that was my second and last test or qualifying hit of the night.
Which realistically, I mean, a 993 is not the worst thing in the world. You won the event last year. I mean, if you ran it all the way out the back, it was a 983. So we knew that, Josh is pretty good at dumping out of it and staying in front of somebody and running a 10-0. So, I mean, he's got it down. He's already won an event doing it. So
I think that pass right there showed him what to do. So
I mean, 993. I mean, he's just got to barely slow down right before that to clip a 10-0.
Yeah,
so
it doesn't take much.
And the nice thing about Josh's car is it's 60 foots way faster than the rest of the field. I mean,
Yeah.
136-ish. I mean,
that
that's
was one of the only
Well, that's kind
cars
of the
in the
advantage,
130s.
though, is you get out on them, make them try to catch you, and then when they do try to catch you, you let off, and it ends up pushing them out the back door.
yeah, definitely. So,
Which is usually what happens.
Yeah.
But if y'all want to see that happen, here's what it looks like when he runs a 10-0.
Hey, turn it up! No music? Good job, brother.
My bad.
Good job, brother. Hey, what do you think? Just let go of it 50 feet earlier and you're right there. Yeah.
I got back in it too after I let out.
Oh, you did?
It slowed down quite a bit.
I just wonder how much ET, shut her off real quick. I wonder how much ET you even get from that though. Like from stabbing it one more time at the end.
Yeah,
Probably negligible, I think.
Bump didn't work though. Did you see that?
I know, we need to fix that bump. We get the bump figured out though, you're gonna have our hot rod.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We'll fix the bump and I think maybe just let out of it 50 feet earlier.
Yeah.
What do you think?
That'll work.
Okay, sounds good.
Don't fire.
You're not on fire, Ricky Bobby.
I'm on fire. You're not on fire.
I don't got anything with me. What's on fire?
Oh, it's good.
Oil?
I guess.
You cruised the car 200 miles, you did burnouts, you popped the wheelies, and we brought both cars home, Ryan's and yours, in one piece. So
Yeah,
I think that's a win of a
They
weekend.
drove on the trailer.
They drove on the trailer. That's never a bad deal. Car ran good all weekend up until it just decided to not get traction. I think the main part was there's just so many street cars out there that even though Thunder Valley has an insane prep, I think for especially like even their testing two nights are insane.
Yeah, it's gotten so much better that, man, I don't know how much. I hate to see how their bill's spending on glue, but it's gotten sticky.
Yeah, I heard they doubled their VHT usage, and still, it wasn't enough for the street cars that were going down there and just tearing up the starting line. I mean, we said it before, he was going the fastest 60 foots out of anybody, and it honestly bit us in the ass at the end of it because it was just enough to overpower the racetrack. So
Yeah.
we just couldn't take out enough
It
power.
got hot and greasy that day, and there's nothing we could do.
If you guys want to, keep up with us on Facebook, Instagram, here on YouTube. I mean, that's pretty much where we're posting most of our stuff. Upcoming videos, we're going to be, I think the next one we're going to be focusing on my truck, kind of, you know, getting it back together, getting it running. I mean, it's really, really close. We've done a lot to this truck. Even from the last time, it doesn't look any different, but from the last time we ran it,
It's weird because it took us 5 to 6 years to build that truck eventually. I ended up selling Plan B, using part of that money to finish that truck. And it seems like ever since then, we've rebuilt it 2 or 3 times since.
I know.
There's no end to it. It just keeps going. I mean, it's crazy.
for all you Lightning people out there and all the people that want me to preserve the heritage of that truck and not cut it up and progress into what he did, basically, I can assure you that's not going to happen. I think we're getting towards the
that
end.
That truck won't get that far. Yeah, we're getting close to the end of what we're going to do with it to, you know, just respect the truck's heritage and not make it a full-on race truck. Y'all need to keep watching our videos. We've got some new stuff coming up too. We've got my boys with the Cobra and the Lightning. That's kind of our shop vehicles. We've got James that works here. He's working on the old gray truck. We haven't seen that thing in
years since it blew up a rear end when I was like that tall.
10 or 11 years. It's been a while.
But he's doing a pretty crazy deal on it. He's
doing
wanting
a
to do
pretty crazy deal. He sent me some pictures, and he's doing a really good job. I need to drive over there and check it out, what all he's been doing to it. But it's one of those kind of deals. It's like us working on, after hours, weekends. He's doing the best he can, but we're gonna help him out with that little truck and get it back going. The gray truck, a lot of people liked that truck, and it was a pretty popular truck. We sold a lot of engines off videos from that truck because the way it launched, the way it ran. We'll get into that in later videos, but as of right now, what do you got coming up? What's your next video?
Next video is going to be basically me rebuilding the truck.
It'll be a long ass video.
That's gonna be a long ass video. Hey, we're gonna cut it down for you guys because I promised you don't want to watch the video of us actually getting it done because that'd be too long. But
oh my gosh, yeah, that'd be crazy. And Josh, what are your plans next? What do you got coming up, buddy?
Getting ready for King of the Valley.
Okay.
And then Outlaw Armageddon after that.
Okay.
Both in the month of June or July.
That's a big one for both of us.
Y'all need to come to that. That's a pretty wild race. Mark put on a hell of a show. Mark and Jesse and all those guys at the track. And I can't name everybody, but they're friends of mine, so I remember them well. But man, they put on a hell of a race. Armageddon is a good time. We have a good time there.
Mm-hmm.
We make it a family event. My family goes. When these guys were younger, and I would go down there with my car, we would take the whole baseball team if we could. The boys' friends would go and.
You need to get that water meth injection installed.
Water meth injection on Josh's car. We're having some issues with some intake air temperatures on his car, and we're going to try to drop that a little bit. I think the car would be a lot faster if it wasn't having to pull so much timing because the air intake temperature is so high, and I'm not going to take that safety out of that car because of that, because it's just too hot. So we're going to try that out.
Appreciate you guys tuning into the video. We got tons of new content coming. It's only going to get better. We've invested tons of GoPros. We got a drone. We've got everything we need to.
Camera.
Yeah, decent camera other than an iPhone.
That's y'all's deal. That ain't me.
He don't know how to work none of it. We got it. He does the horsepower.
Yeah.
We drive it and film it. So stay tuned. New content. Check the socials out, and we'll see you on the next one.
Bye, everybody.
Peace.